So I finally got weather that actually is making it possible for me to work on the deck. Yay!
Aww.
Yeah, winter is not far away, but yeah. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be cleaning up here in front all the concrete so I can actually fix a board to it, which is one of the anchor points for the deck. But yeah, I'm just going to clean it up and then I'll put concrete in it and then I'll start digging the holes for the deck. And if you like what I'm putting out, please hit the subscribe button. It really helps. I'm hoping to get to 600 by 1st of October. I'm very hopeful of that, but yeah, let's get to it. First, I have to clean up all the loose concrete and yeah, clean it up, make sure that I can actually put more concrete in there, make it proper. Okay, I finished getting rid of all the loose stuff and expanding the cracks so I can fill it up with concrete. But next up, yeah, I have to clean up the wounds a little bit because, yeah, can't have dirt and everything in the cracks I'm going to be filling in. So I'm going to be doing that and then applying concrete. Yeah, let's go for it. Okay, I've got rid of the most of the dust. So now I just have to prime it and then I can let it dry whilst I mix up the concrete. But yeah, let's prime it. And for those of you wondering why I didn't go any further, I'm just going to take that part later on. Yeah, later when I finish the parking space and so on. By the way, my hand is so shaky after the grinder. It's unbelievable. And when you're applying the primer, you do it rather liberally. And maybe wear gloves. Now while the primer dries up, I'm going to be mixing the concrete. Yay! Of course I didn't notice that the camera had turned off due to battery, but let's keep on going. I'm putting in the concrete. It's actually not that often that I'm actually stunned or amazed, but yeah. If you remember, I talked about the potholes in the front of the road, which I was going to be filling in with the extra material. And for all the sand that I'm going to be digging out, I'm actually going to be using that to maybe fill up those potholes over there, make it a little bit easier. Guess who showed up last night? Yeah, the town actually filled up those potholes. The street isn't looking good, but it works. Yay! So now that I have all of these pegged out where I need to dig for the holes for the foundation, I can get started on that. Yeah, and it was Gertjan that helped me measure it out. But yeah, let's get started. So yeah, the holes are going to be 2 meters this way and 1.66 meters this way. So yeah, the foundation will be pretty good. I don't have the best shovels for it, but it's just going to be a couple of minutes more. But yeah, I have to dig around about 30 centimeters down. That should be good. But yeah, let's get to it. Yeah, I don't have maybe the best shovels for this, but who cares? And yeah, let's get these holes ready for my deck. I might lean a little bit too much into those jokes, but meh. Thankfully, I have neighbors that have the right shovel so I can do it properly. Thank God. Okay, they've all been dug. I'm so happy. All the foundations are in. So yeah, all the holes are prepped for the deck. Yeah, sorry about that, but there's going to be a couple of more deck jokes in this one. But who cares? I'm just having fun. So that was a grand total of 9 of the foundations in the holes. And yeah, it should be really good. And if you're wondering why I wasn't thinking too much about the height of each, because they are pretty similar, but of course not perfect. And I know this ground is as flat as it can be. And also, I have a couple of inches for wiggle room to go up and down if I need to correct the beams, which I will definitely need to, but that's okay. But yeah, so far so good. All the 9 foundations are in, and yeah. So next up is cleaning the concrete a little bit, which I put in a couple of days ago. That's gonna be for tomorrow, and also starting on the timber. the wood in my deck. Yeah, it's gonna be friggin' awesome when I actually am able to put this in.
I've been trying to cope since you ran away. I've been feeling lost, I've been feeling pain. And no matter what I do, I just feel like I do what I do for you. Tried to call the doctor, it didn't help. Took a trip out to the sun to revive myself. But no matter what I do, I just feel like I do what I do for you. I'm gonna dance, 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 dance. I'm gonna dance, 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 dance. I'm gonna dance, dance, dance like nobody's watching me. I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna dance.
Okay, they're in and they're looking good. And for those of you wondering, this is where the lumber is going to be. So that was the only one that I needed to make sure that was straight. These here lines don't matter as much because, yeah, like I said, it's this line here where the lumber is going to be lying. So that's perfect. I've also straightened out of the gravel itself, so it looks good. So the tarp, which is over there, can be put over, but that's not going to happen in this video. But somebody has been keeping a watchful eye on me whilst I've been working. Yeah, making sure I'm not doing anything wrong. Yeah. Yes, my little bit. So here's the cover woods I'm going to be putting on. And it's going to be covering the entire space. So simply just so I don't get any weeds up through the deck or anything like that. Make simple, yeah. But yeah, that's going to kill everything that's under here. So I'm not worried about anything growing up here or anything. That's why I'm not over possessing of getting everything streamlined and getting every bit of foliage out of here. But yeah, that's not going to happen. But I'm going to leave it at here for this video. Basically, I was going to keep it longer. So yeah, there's a yellow warning coming for weather, which is wind and rain. Basically, winter is coming. And even the mountains are getting a little bit white on the top. So winter isn't far from it, so winter is coming. But I'm actually quite happy with how this went. And I'm actually very thankful for the help I got from Gertjan, who was helping me here. But it's so awesome actually to have been able to put down the foundation for the deck, fill up the holes, something that I haven't enjoyed for a couple of years, but that's besides the point. But yeah, I'm gonna call it quits here, but I'm gonna start working on the deck itself on Monday. That's when the weather's supposed to be good again. So hopefully I can get it finished in the next video. But for now, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one. And remember to like and subscribe. See ya!